We're looking at technologies that are not the same as ours.
Yes.
And that's partly
the
why
point.
archaeologists can't see them.
This is the question that has intrigued historians, scientists, and conspiracy theorists alike. Could ancient civilizations have harnessed technology so advanced that even Einstein would scratch his head? On the Joe Rogan Experience, JRE, Randall Carlson drops a mind-bending claim. Everything vibrates at a frequency, and if you know that frequency, you can control it.
You know that frequency. You can control things.
Imagine using sound waves to move massive stone blocks, or even to shape them. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, that's exactly what Carlson suggests.
We could lift huge blocks with sound.
Unraveling the mystery behind how the Great Pyramid and other ancient structures might have been built using technology we've long forgotten. Ancient technologies. When we talk about ancient technologies, we're not just referring to rudimentary tools or basic engineering methods. What if the ancients possessed knowledge so advanced it could make modern scientists scratch their heads in disbelief? On the Joe Rogan Experience, Randall Carlson takes this concept even further. According to Carlson, ancient civilizations such as the Egyptians may have used frequencies to manipulate matter. Everything in the universe vibrates at a certain frequency, he says, and if you understand that frequency, you can control it.
Everything vibrates at a frequency, and if you know that frequency, you can control things.
This idea could explain some of the most perplexing feats of ancient engineering, like the construction of the Great Pyramid. Instead of using traditional methods like ramps and levers to lift massive stone blocks, what if the Egyptians used sound waves to levitate and shape these stones? It may sound like science fiction, but Carlson suggests this might be the key to understanding how such colossal structures were built with precision that modern construction methods can't replicate. Through this lens, ancient tech takes on a whole new dimension, one that's as mind-boggling as it is fascinating. The role of sound in ancient tech. Let's dive deeper into this concept of sound as a tool of ancient technology. Carlson's theory is that sound waves were not just for communication or ritual. They were used to manipulate physical matter, specifically large stones used in building structures like the Great Pyramid. Imagine this: massive granite blocks, some weighing up to 70 tons, being lifted hundreds of feet without cranes or pulleys. Carlson believes the Egyptians could have harnessed sound waves, vibrations at certain frequencies, to lift and shape these blocks with almost no effort. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence he points to is the king's chamber in the Great Pyramid, which has a specific resonance, almost as if the chamber was designed to amplify sound. Researchers like John Stuart Reid have even tested the chamber, and they found it behaves like a giant tuning fork. Could it be that the Egyptians discovered a way to use these resonant frequencies to move stones? Carlson's theory challenges the mainstream understanding of how ancient structures were built, suggesting that sound could have been a crucial element, one that we've forgotten in modern times. Carlson's findings and modern parallels. Carlson's claims are not entirely out of the blue. In fact, his ideas find modern parallels that add weight to his theory. He points to contemporary experiments in technology that explore similar principles. For example, he references cutting-edge research into implosion technology inspired by the work of Nikola Tesla, which is being developed in labs today. Companies are experimenting with sound-based technologies to move objects using resonance, and while we're not levitating 70-ton stones just yet, the science behind it is evolving. Carlson argues that modern advancements in this area could be the key to rediscovering the lost technologies of the ancients. Some labs, like those in the Maldives, are reportedly working on technologies involving resonance frequencies and even funding from major corporations like Mazda. Though the connection to ancient Egypt is speculative, the parallels are tantalizing. The idea that ancient civilizations might have figured out the science of frequencies long before we even began exploring it is both humbling and exciting. While no hard proof exists to tie this technology to Egypt, the mere existence of modern technologies with similar principles suggests that our ancestors may have known something we've only recently begun to understand. Now first, like always, be sure to hit the like button down below. It helps us out tremendously with the reach of this video. Thank you. Lost civilizations and the Egyptian pyramids. Carlson's theory about sound and ancient technology extends beyond just the Great Pyramid. It challenges our entire understanding of ancient civilizations. He posits that these lost civilizations were capable of feats we can't explain, potentially using technologies that we've either forgotten or never discovered.
The Great Pyramid was built at the level of technological sophistication.
The precision of the Great Pyramid is particularly mind-boggling. The stones fit together so perfectly that not even a razor blade can slip between them, suggesting tools and techniques that we don't possess today. What makes this even more intriguing is how the pyramid aligns with the Earth's poles and mimics the Earth's circumference at a 43,200 scale. Could the Egyptians have used sound vibrations to manipulate the stones in such a precise manner? Carlson believes that ancient technologies like sonic vibrations may have been employed to tune the materials and the environment around them, ensuring perfect alignment and structural integrity.
When you look at the Great Pyramid's alignment, it's aligned very, very close to true north.
With no obvious signs of advanced tools or machines, the fact that these structures exist with such precision leads Carlson to question the mainstream explanation. Was it sheer labor, or were these civilizations in tune with the natural frequencies of the Earth, harnessing the power of sound in ways we have yet to fully understand? Hancock's lost civilization. Graham Hancock, a frequent guest on the Joe Rogan Experience, adds another layer to this theory by suggesting that the knowledge used to build such advanced structures could have come from a lost civilization, one that thrived long before known history. Hancock's theory is that a highly intelligent civilization existed before the last ice age, but it was destroyed around 12,900 years ago by a comet impact. He argues that survivors of this cataclysm passed down their knowledge to later civilizations like the Egyptians. This lost civilization, Hancock suggests, might have shared secrets of advanced technologies, including how to manipulate sound and materials in ways we can only speculate about today. Sites like Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, which predates the Sphinx and the Great Pyramid by thousands of years, could be evidence of this ancient knowledge. Hancock is particularly focused on how these survivors might have been responsible for the building techniques and cosmic knowledge embedded in the architecture of Egypt. The idea that the survivors of an ancient catastrophe passed down their technological secrets through generations changes everything we think we know about the origins of Egyptian engineering. It's a theory that connects the dots between ancient mysteries, lost knowledge, and the civilization that may have once been. Debate with mainstream archaeology. While Carlson and Hancock have ignited an exciting new line of thought, their theories clash with mainstream archaeology. Traditional scholars argue that the Egyptians used basic tools, ramps, levers, and simple labor to construct the Great Pyramid and other monumental structures. They point to workers' camps, bones, and other physical evidence to support this view. However, Carlson and Hancock dismiss these explanations as overly simplistic. For them, the precision of the pyramid's construction and the alignment with cosmic features can't be explained away by just manpower and rudimentary tools. They argue that there are anomalies like the erosion patterns on the Sphinx, which suggest it's much older than mainstream historians believe, and other signs of an advanced technology that has been lost to time. Archaeologists, however, criticize the lack of physical evidence for this supposed lost technology. They argue that while it's compelling to entertain the idea of ancient civilizations possessing forgotten knowledge, there's no definitive proof. Carlson and Hancock's theories are often met with skepticism, but their work challenges the established timeline and pushes the boundaries of what we think is possible in the study of ancient history. The debate between the mavericks and the mainstream is far from over. The search for proof. Despite the compelling theories presented by Carlson and Hancock, hard evidence to support their ideas remains elusive. No ancient sonic machines, frequency-based tools, or other direct proof of the technologies they describe have been uncovered. However, the more we learn about ancient sites, the more these unexplained anomalies and architectural feats continue to raise questions. Carlson and Hancock are quick to point out that just because something can't be proven definitively today doesn't mean it didn't exist. The absence of proof, they argue, doesn't invalidate their ideas. It just shows how much history may have been lost or intentionally obscured over time. The precision of the pyramids, the acoustic properties of the chambers, and the alignment with astronomical features suggest that our ancestors might have had knowledge we are only now beginning to rediscover. While we have yet to uncover conclusive proof, the search for it continues, with each discovery raising more questions than answers. Could there be a lost civilization's fingerprint waiting to be found in the ruins of the past? Only time will tell. As we unravel the mysteries of ancient civilizations, one thing becomes clear: our understanding of history is far from complete. Could the Egyptians and other ancient cultures have harnessed forgotten technologies that defy modern science? Carlson and Hancock's theories suggest that we might be overlooking a treasure trove of lost knowledge that could rewrite everything we think we know about the past. The idea that sound waves and frequencies might have been used to build the Great Pyramid is as fascinating as it is mind-bending. Whether or not we ever find the definitive proof, the search itself challenges us to think beyond what we've been taught and explore a world of ancient possibilities.